of sorrow. No tomorrow, no tomorrow. And I find it kinda funny, I find it kinda sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I ever had. I find it hard to tell you, I find it hard to take. When people run in circles, it's a very, very bad world. Bad world.
Yeah. Ugh, not you two again. Mr. Thompson, we have a few more questions. No way. You have no authority and you're at my doorstep. How do you even know where I live? Just because we're teenagers doesn't mean we don't have any authority. What's that supposed to mean? Yeah, what is that supposed to mean? I'm Junior Detective Maroon and this is Junior Detective Nathalia, part of the intern detectives unit of the city police station. We have just as much jurisdiction as the adult detectives, meaning we can arrest you if we find enough cause. And currently, you seem to be verging on a disrupting investigation charge. All right. Come inside. We'll be in a bit, Mr. Thompson. Junior detectives, what the hell are you thinking? I was thinking he wasn't gonna comply no matter what we told him. We already told him we were private investigators. He's gonna figure it out, which is why we should get as much information out of him as we can before he figures it out. Oh my God, you are going to be the death of me. Oh, come on, let's go. So, Mr. Thompson, do you mind telling us why you left out the fact that you and Tina Marison dated for 8 years in our initial investigation? Because that's private information. You do realize your past relations with Miss Marison give you prime motive to murder her boyfriend. No way. Jeremy was my best friend. I would never kill him. What about stealing from him? It's obvious from the size of this apartment that Mr. Garatelli definitely made more than you. So? I may not have a lot, but I have enough. I would never steal from him. Then what were you doing at the time of the robbery? I told you that was personal business. Well, not anymore. You weren't at work. Where were you? I went to go see Tina. Your best friend wasn't dead more than a day before you made a move on his girlfriend? No way. Absolutely not. Tina and I are just friends. I went to go check on her since her boyfriend just died. And how do we know you're not lying? Because when Jeremy was still alive, he asked me to hold on to this. This is an engagement ring. Jeremy was gonna ask Tina to marry him. He wouldn't have done that if he'd even thought I was still in love with her. Once in love, always in love. Not always. Thank you for your time, Mr. Thompson. We'll be going now. Well, then there's only one person it could be. Tina. It's not Tina. How do you know? Her alibi. She was playing a show that night at the Showstopper Club. The performance schedule confirmed it. Well, then maybe David was lying. He wasn't. During the time of the crime, he was in a business meeting. His coworkers confirmed that. So unless we're missing something, the only person who could have done it is Tara. The cops are right. Tara must have robbed and killed her ex-husband, leaving Penny in the foster care system without either of her parents. This shouldn't happen. None of this should be happening. Sadly, there's a huge difference between what should happen and what actually does. What should happen? Oh my God. What? Look out your window. It's the Showstopper Club. Look at the sign on the club. It's closing soon. Closing for good. If Tina knew her main gig was closing, she'd definitely be strapped for cash. That doesn't explain why she would kill her boyfriend, and her alibi still checks out. The robber was robbing before they were killing. Maybe he was just a casualty. Still, you don't kill the people you love. And her alibi works. Then there's only one way to find out the truth. What? I'm looking up the manager of the Showstopper Club. It's some guy named Bernard Andrews. It has his number. I'm gonna call him and put him on speakerphone.
Yeah?
Mr. Andrews?
Yeah, what'd you want?
On April 18th, Tina Marison was supposed to play at your club. Did she actually play?
What kind of a question is that? Who is this?
Sir, this is part of a police investigation. I suggest you answer.
I don't know, it's pretty fuzzy. When'd you say this was again?
April 18th, 2 Fridays ago.
Ah, yes, I remember. She was supposed to play, but called in sick that morning.
Thank you, Mr. Andrews. Oh my God. It was Tina.